Inside every book is a new world, and nothing should keep you from exploring. Whether you're learning to read, studying for an exam, or just having fun, Bookshare helps you read in ways that work for you. Choose your favorite high-quality voice and listen to your books. Stay focused with karaoke-style text highlights. Adjust text to your perfect size, speed, color, and contrast. Choose from over 500,000 titles ready to read on nearly any device. And the best part? It's free for U.S. students who qualify, and less than $1 a week for qualified adults. So start reading in ways that work for you and explore new worlds with Bookshare.
And now I want to show you a video that was Bookshare, and here's one that shows a book being read by Learning Ally.
Ordinary. I know I'm not an ordinary 10-year-old kid. I mean, sure, I do ordinary things. I eat ice cream. I ride my bike, I play ball. I have an Xbox. Stuff like that makes me ordinary, I guess. And I feel ordinary inside. But I know ordinary kids don't make other ordinary kids run away screaming in playgrounds. I know ordinary kids don't get stared at wherever they go. If I found a magic lamp and I could have one wish, I would wish that I had a normal face that no one ever noticed at all.
So in Tomball, we talked to the administrators first about the what is Bookshare and Learning Ally, explained to them that what the resource was, that it is free to students who qualify, and what it could do for them. And then we also talked about the who, like, the what, and who is it that qualifies again, looking at the students with physical impairments that can affect their reading, and then obviously looking at your students with reading deficits for qualifications, and then the how. How are we going to go about identifying the students in our district? We gave the administrators a charge to go back to their campuses and really identify those students that we laid out as being eligible and see if they have access. Are they signed up? Do they know how to use it? Have they been trained? Do the teachers that are working with them have training on it? And they really answered that call. So I think just knowing your district's procedure, how do they in your district get students to sign up for, how do they find those students who are qualified? How do you sign them up for those services? And who is it in your district that then verifies that they do qualify? Because there is a verification process for these. And so that is something that we laid out right away. And this all came about around the same time as the Senate Bill 2075. So this Senate bill just again kind of spoke to that we're really looking at outcomes everywhere, because they were saying through the Senate bill that any students in your district with dyslexia or who are at risk of dyslexia need to be given information about the Texas State Library and Archive Commission's program that provides families with students that qualify, or with people who qualify, the ability to borrow audiobooks free of charge through them as well. And so it just kind of went along with that as we were going through. So here's one more video that we did for the administration and the district. Gone too far. So one of the things we made sure that they understood. As in Tomball, we had, like I said, the campus administrators went back to their reading specialists, their special ed teachers, to identify those students, to certify their eligibility. And then it was a matter of making sure that the students and the teachers and the parents were aware of what those resources were and how to use them. So very many things that you could start right away. And last video for you from me is a very awesome success story about one of the students in our district who really was struggling with academics, to the point that they were looking at possibly even modifying her curriculum. And she started using Bookshare, and proud to say that she is now in pre-AP classes and doing well.
Even with magnification, she was having trouble with reading fluency and speed. It's hard for her to keep up.
Reading was more of a struggle when I was younger because I had a hard time seeing it. So it would take me a really long time to read a book. So the teachers were like, she may need to be put in special classes to learn how to read and be able to keep up with the curriculum.
Even so much that our teachers had some concerns that we might need to modify her curriculum some. However, we knew her comprehension, and her listening comprehension in particular, was at grade level or maybe even above.
And then you got on Bookshare, and what are the things that you like best about reading books on Bookshare?
I'll highlight the words as it reads to you.
Fluency and reading speed while just reading text without the auditory output also increased. And before I knew it, she was asking for more books to be downloaded onto her iPad so that she could read another novel. And by the time she was in 5th grade, her teachers were talking about her being in pre-AP classes once she got to junior high.
I got moved up to pre-AP in the middle of the year.
So what's next, and what can you guys do and take away from this immediately in your districts? One thing that you can do is those students in your district, on your caseloads even, who would qualify for these types of support. So you can determine who's going to qualify for things like Bookshare and Learning Ally, and then identify your district's curriculum access tools and their resources that you can really start helping these students implement and use and affecting outcomes for them. And then just making sure that you're shifting your discussions and your meetings and in your discussions with the teams from checking the boxes and making sure you have all those pieces together, because we know that has to get done, and that is the iceberg down below the foundation. But it really, what matters is those outcomes for students and those resources and the technology and the tools that we can give them that are going to make them successful in the long run. They're going to make them be able to access that curriculum, to access that content, to access that higher level problem solving, and then ultimately produce positive benefits long term. So that's all for me. I want to thank you guys so very much for letting me talk with you today, and I will pass it on to the next person. Thank you.